Previously on Wreckers the Checkers. What's up, guys? We're day 7 into this competition and the finish line is in sight. Parts have arrived, the bikes are coming back together, and there's still one very critical block pass left. We had a special delivery from SP Tools, who supplied 3 fully loaded toolboxes to help the boys in the home stretch of their builds. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like what we're doing here at the MXstore Garage. We have plenty more awesome projects in the pipeline. And remember, these bikes are voted by you, so get over to mxstore.com.au and cast in your viewer vote on which bike you think is the best.
It's go time, baby.
Hey Dill, how good are these toolboxes?
Sick. Oh. Why doesn't mine do it? Yeah. Alright, awesome. So we got 2 build days left in this competition. Got the new toolbox here. The aim for today for the KX250 is to get it running, so we've got a massive day ahead, so let's get cracking. So these tank rubbers here we've just fitted on, I believe they actually reduce static electricity by the plastic tank not being able to rub on the metal frame, so reducing the chance of kaboom.
You sure about this?
No, I'm not very sure. But they look cool and they make the tank sit better, so put them back on. We've just installed the new clutch cable here. It's got a lot of free play in it, so we've got to adjust the free play. This is your fine tuning free play up here, but we've got to make sure we adjust it down lower near the clutch cable at the bottom here, near the actuator arm, and then we'll fine tune at the top. I got the Ballard's one. They're only about 40 bucks. Just gives that bike a new feel. It's gonna have a new throttle tube, housing in rubber, along with a new cable, new grips. This thing's gonna feel amazing. We've got the full diamond. Definitely prefer the full diamond. I like the thinnest grip as possible, so nice thin grip. That way I feel like your hands don't get as tired during a moto. So thin grip, going for the win. Look, it's really annoying with you in the way, your little hairy microphone. Spectacular.
But this thing looks really good, dude.
Oh, Heather, how you going?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Might be coming bearing gifts.
Oh my god, that looks amazing.
Especially for you. Look, I know you and Mick are battling, but I think he's done a pretty good job.
That's exactly what I was looking for. That's perfect.
So we actually make these in-house. It's our 92 brand. Mick designs them, believe it or not, and then he sends them down to us, and we print, cut, and
deliver.
Epic. All right.
Thank you for dropping gifts.
Anytime.
I'm waiting for mine.
I'll be back.
Thanks, Heather.
See ya.
I've got the DEP silencer, freshie. So a good thing about this corn, it's already mixed up, ready to go. Pour it straight in. Full synthetic 2-stroke engine oil mix. Let's go. Kind of blew everyone out here, but we're on.
All right, guys, we've got a big day ahead of us today, so we've got to play catch up after our little time out last week. So luckily enough, Dan at MXRP's got the RM250 motor back to me. It is looking spick and span. So we're going to try and do this thing in one take. We're going to try and catch right up to the boys and see if we can get it done. So pressure's on. So before I even got stuck into the build today, SP Tools got the call and knew I needed all the help that I could get. So they sent over a brand new tool chest with all the trimmings and all the new tools that we could get stuck into the build. So we got the toolkit out the way and got stuck into the fun stuff. So as you can see, this fresh engine going in from the guys at MXRP. Dan done a sick job, full vapor blast, Cerakoted the cases and everything for me. So big shout out to him. Fitted it up with the Bolt engine kit, and you can see that thing has just come up $1 million from where we started. Ripping into the rest of the build, greased up all the bearings, obviously with the top and bottom new bearings going in before we put the triple clamps on. So we're fitting up the radiators here, so yeah, had to get those things fitted up, make sure they were straight, and if I needed any sort of readjusting, but they are lined up, yeah, bang on. Bolts went in sweet, no issues there. Getting that fresh carby on now with all the new hoses and everything. All the clamps are all cleaned and going back together, all sweet as. The fun part was doing the cabling, so if anyone needs to know where an Rm250 clutch cable goes, it goes up and through your center engine bracket, then out through your radiator. Took a bit of time getting that one together. So the Rm250 got a fresh new clutch in it, so we got plates, fibers and steels, Wiseco. Yeah, that one needed it. Dan inspected everything in there. Clutch basket was all good. He was happy with everything else. Just, yeah, highly recommend getting a fresh clutch in there. So now we're fitting up our standard pipe into the factory finish, and then we've got the Pro Circuit 304 shorty going on. And yeah, this thing's really going to help the Rm250 bark when she's singing off down the track. So yeah, final fit and finish. We got the tank and plastics going on. Really happy with the final fit of the Polisport Plastics Kit. Everything bolted up sick, like nothing out of place. All the bolt holes were all nice. Sometimes you find, you know, some of the plastics, yeah, you might be doing a bit of a fit of your own, but everything was good. Happy as with how everything come together and given that final look that we're almost there.
We're over here, Mick's got the dirtiest bench of all of us, and he's got these filthy little bags with brake lines in them, braided brake lines, and then he's talking about heat shrinking brake lines, and so I'm thinking in my head, he's trying to do the sneaky over us again.
So had a couple of sneaky braided brake lines left over from some builds of mine, so brought them in just to play a bit of fun. So just left them sitting behind the toolbox, and old Dill over here was snooping. So yeah.
I saw him. I didn't miss him.
All right, so a massive day on the RM250. We've got the thing back together. So after the timeout, we've caught back up. So pretty stoked on that. So we've got graphics kit. Kind of a ride at doing them, I think. Seat cover, bleed the brakes, chain, and we may have a little bit of a water pump issue down the bottom there. We've got a bit of a leak, so we'll inspect that on the next one, and hopefully we're all good, and we'll fire her up and see how she goes.
Hey guys, 2 days left for building. starting to get a little bit stressful, but it is fun. This is the fun part. We're going to start reassembling the bike. So first things first, we need to clean the engine. Let's get stuck into it. Similar to what Dylan was using, just using straight Alubrite and these soap pads that you can get from Woolies, Bunnings, anywhere like that. I'm literally just straight on, scrubbing away. Just don't leave it too long. The idea is just to get it washed off straight away before it can eat in any further. Just installing a new complete throttle assembly. I've decided after seeing that mashed one that I'm not just going to replace the throttle tube. We've already spent enough money on making this bike look sick, so I may as well do the whole assembly. Get it looking good.
It's actually pretty sick. I'm pretty excited about that. Colours are all coming together. Might need to finish it off with a nice sticker kit.
Alright, so we're just going to whip the front guard on quickly, the front number plate as well. We've got the cabling all done, so we'll tidy that up and then work our way back. Alright, so we are freshening up the bike with some chain and sprockets. If you want to have a look at the old sprocket in comparison to the new one, you can see that the teeth are slightly starting to curl over a little bit. If you were to just put a new chain straight over that, that would actually increase the speed that the new chain wears out. So if you're undecided on whether to replace just the chain or just the sprockets, I would recommend doing both together. It pretty well will get the maximum amount of life out of the components. Okay, so we've just cut down the chain utilizing this bike service chain breaker. The beauty about this particular one is that you can just line it up and push the pin straight out of the chain. There are other chain breakers out there that aren't strong enough to do that, so just be mindful when you're doing it yourself, and just check with the manual of your particular chain breaker. You might have to grind the pin back before breaking it, but yeah, this one, really good. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Look, I couldn't leave you out, could I? So.
Oh yeah, Andrew Short, eat your heart out. Okay, so today we managed to strip the carby down, give it a clean, get the airbox back on. Obviously we've got the motor in as well. We still got a bunch of stuff to do. We've got one build day left. Fingers crossed everything else goes smoothly.
Well, that's it. Day 7's almost wrapped. Make sure you get over to MXstore.com.au to place your vote on what bike you think is going to take the win here at the Wreckers and Checkers. Well, as you can tell, Mick Mac, he's well on his way to taking the lead. Dill's really close. Nige over here, he's got plenty of work to do is installing the subframe heading into day 8. These bikes, a lot can happen in the last day. Jetting changes, part failures, all sorts of stuff. So make sure you tune in, like, and subscribe for this upcoming episode. It's going to be a good one.